It is our pleasure to welcome to the Marty Smith Podcast, Abby Lampe, recent NC State graduate. Go Pack. Y'all do some kind of weird wolf thing with your hands. I'm not sure what that is, but that. Abby obviously is an expert in such things, being straight out of Raleighwood. Congratulations on your tremendous success in the cheese chasing competition.
Thank you so much.
You got to understand, my friends, Abby took home the golden cheese or whatever it is they win. I think you just take home the block of cheese from what I understand. Yeah. But first of all, what in the Sam hell possessed you to think that, you have a tremendous education, Abby. NC State, phenomenal institution of higher learning right up the road from where I live in Charlotte. And yet here you go, tumbling down a hill 200 yards, fortunately not to your demise, but you come home victorious. Explain to us how this came to be.
Yeah, so I've seen this competition for a while on YouTube. There are a lot of compilations of people falling down hills. So I've known about this for a long time. I wanted to do this 2 years ago, but COVID hit when I was studying abroad in England, so I wasn't able to do it then. And so I am on a victory lap after graduating NC State and traveling around Europe. And I booked this trip just to do this cheese race. So I specifically wanted to do this year, and I'm very competitive, so I really wanted to participate in this event.
How'd you prepare for this? Doesn't look like something you can really practice for.
No, so Raleigh, they have what you call Dorothea Dix Park, which it has very small hills. So before I left, I rolled down a few of those hills.
Is there footage of this? Like, did you take your friends and say, film me, get me on the gram?
Study tape.
No, there's not. Actually, my boss might have a video of me rolling down a hill there, but not a very good video. So I did that. And then on Friday when I came here, we went up to the hill to check it out, and it was a lot steeper in person than it looked on videos or pictures. It does not, pictures and videos do not do it justice. So we climbed up that hill, and I did a test run. I didn't do it full speed, but I did go down it, and I slid about halfway through down the hill. It's a very steep hill. So, I did a test run, and that probably was the best practice I could do.
Abby, I'm a really old man. Just think, I've been doing these squat thrust things while you've been talking, just thinking about blowing my ACLs apart running down that hill. Your form was very interesting. We all studied your tremendous award-winning performance. You kind of had this, I'll just stop. Why don't you describe for us what your competitive approach was to this? Because it seemed like a stop, drop, flop, and roll type of maneuver. What was your philosophy?
You looked like a crash test dummy.
Yeah.
A lot of flailing, a lot of rolling.
People kept saying I look like a rag doll or that I am the cheese.
The big cheese, Abby Lampe.
It's time to make a T-shirt, Abby. You can market that damn thing.
Yeah, so my mentality going into it was to stay on my feet the longest I could to go run down the hill. That did not work out.
I was going to say you did not execute the plan very well.
No, I didn't. I fell around 2 seconds into the race, and then I started tumbling. So I just kept tumbling, and I knew I was going sideways because I could see different background changes when I was looking up, and my face was getting demolished by the ground. And I got to the end of the hill, and all I could think was, did I win? And so I think I even said, did I win? And then the lady comes and brings the cheese and said, you won. And I was over the moon. So mostly my mentality was, it's going to hurt for about 15 seconds, but after then it will be okay.
What about the pain in the aftermath? Do you feel like you've been in a car accident?
No. It's soreness. honestly, I ran a 5K, or I ran a half marathon a few years ago, and I feel better than after running that half marathon.
And you didn't even get any cheese after the half marathon, I'm guessing.
No, you get a dumb medal.
How did your friends back in Raleighwood respond to your victory?
They were floored. They were so surprised. It just shock. I FaceTimed some of them and I said, I won. And they were like, you did not. And then I had to show them the cheese.
How big's the cheese? Like, is it? What's the circumference of the cheese?
It's pretty big. Do
you have the cheese with you?
So I actually shipped it out this morning.
Oh, wow.
I'm shipping it to my parents.
Now, is this something that you're going to like cook with? Or are you going to eat it?
Are they going to put it on the mantelpiece?
Are you going to preserve it and mount that thing like a trophy?
No, we're going to have a big charcuterie board when I get back.
The charcuterie, huh?
I was going to say, we now have an expert on how to say that word, Abby. That's been an ongoing debate on the Marty Smith podcast. We're country people, and we have no idea how to say that word. You did it beautifully.
Effortless.
Rolls right off the tongue. They teach charcuterie at NC State.
So
I told my parents to hold off, don't open it. We'll have a cheese unveiling when I get back.
Oh, you got to send us. You got to send us a clip of that. We can't wait to see that.
We're gonna need an update. What is your hometown, Abby?
I grew up in Smithfield, North Carolina. My parents now reside in Clayton, so not very far from Smithfield.
Okay, so I mean, it's not that far from me. Maybe we'll have to come over there, and I mean, look on the 4th of July. You should be on the back of like a '68 Camaro. Holding
there needs to be a parade
as you go through there needs to be an Abby Lampe parade, cheese parade.
I'm actually going to be in Greece then.
Yeah,
very international
so
talent.
I don't get back to the States until August 31st. So they're going to have to wait a little bit.
All right, well whatever happens, I
think when the Wolfpack, even though you're a graduate now, I think when the Wolfpack open their season, you should be honored at the 50-yard line. I'm going to call Dave Doran myself, and I'm going to say, Coach, we have to have a ceremony at the 50-yard line for Abby holding her cheese, and then that damn slice, that block of cheese could feed the entire campus for
we're your biggest advocates, Abby. The Howling Cow I just looked up is the creamery at NC State. Like there needs to be a statue. Commission holding that cheese, just you standing outside so everyone can just admire your greatness in Raleigh's forever.
I mean, hell, that probably took a whole herd of cattle to make that cheese block. All right,
it's 8 pounds.
Is it really?
Yeah, 3.6 kilograms.
Man, Abby's a full gun show holding that thing up.
The Cooper's Hill cheese rolling and wake. Is it Gloucester? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Gloucester, England?
Yeah.
What's the wake part? We were wondering this too. Like where I grew up, a wake is a whole different deal. So what is the wake portion of the cheese rolling competition?
I'm honestly not sure.
I wonder if they expected people to move on and meet their Lord and Savior after that experience.
In case someone dies, we've got a procession just ready to go.
No one's died yet.
Yet.
I imagine that must have at least increased your self-confidence a bit as you were flailing about down the hill like Raggedy Ann?
Yeah, I was just surprised I didn't break my ankle because when I did my test run on Friday, it hurt a little bit after, and I was like, oh no. So after my initial painful first go on Friday, I had thorns that were splinters in my fingers. And so on Saturday, I bought gloves. And on Saturday, my friend is going to visit me in Barcelona, Spain next week, or I guess in a few days. And I Amazon primed an ankle brace as preventative measures in case I did get hurt.
Abby, what was your major at the North Carolina State University?
Industrial and Systems Engineering.
Okay, that's a lot better than any of the three of us on this, any of the three of your podcast mates right now. None of us even know what that means, but congratulations on your amazing college degree.
Thank you.
Moreover, congratulations on your 8-pound, 3.6 kilogram, 200-yard sprint down a 48% incline. You emerged unscathed. You not only have your pride, but you have a trophy. I also understand that you were worried about maybe losing an incisor or a molar or two. Your smile is beautiful. You don't need to worry about such things. You don't need to go see any sort of orthodontia or corrective teeth people.
Yeah.
Dentists.
Orthodontia is just the general branches of teeth reconstruction.
What do they call it? What do they call it when people it's like cosmetic teeth people? What do they call them?
I'm not.
I don't know.
Industrial ecological engineers. Abby, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Enjoy your amazing trek across Europe. And we have people who design T-shirts. We're going to make one for you. All right. We're going to make a T-shirt that says, "I am the queen of the cheese."
We're raising awareness.
Sounds great.
Put it on your LinkedIn, Abby, the first American woman to win the cheese roll.
I do need to put it on my LinkedIn. I love being updated on my LinkedIn profile.
It's a big deal.
If you had any concern about landing a job when you get home from Europe, should now be vanquished because you're a celebrity. I mean, everybody's going to want to hire you in the great triangle of North Carolina.
But if I needed a job, I would lead with that.
I mean, I don't know anybody else who has that as the lead sentence on their professional resume. I won the cheese rolling contest in Gloucester, England, and I can lift an 8-pound cheese, and you cannot. Hire me now. Thank you, Abby. You're amazing.
Thanks,
Love
Abby.
your spirit.
Thanks. Bye, guys.